different seasons last year and this year. No one ever imagined that Texas would make it to the playoffs hosting Great Britain of all teams. They have the 3rd spot, Great Britain with the 4th spot. Of course, Great Britain was the number 1 seed last year. Texas completely missed out, but they're here for the first time in this team's history. There is Smith, who we're going up against Dakota, of course. Very contrasting differences between these two teams. First time they've met up so far this season. Of course, Great Britain, a much more conventional team, in contrast to Texas, very different from any other team. So it'll be interesting to see them clash today as this one's underway for the final game of the wild card round. The winner will head to Phoenix to play the first seed. Now, after a slow start, the team gets the possession. It'll be Great Britain. And there is Smith in the center, going up against Dakota, of course. Texas not known for the defense and for everything else. So let's see how this one goes, of course. Very solid team for Great Britain all around. Great in contrast to Texas. Very different teams. Easy saves there for Dakota going up against Smith. And as we'll head over to the left for the first time there's Blaze in the center. See if he can get control of the ball on a star-studded offense. Really on paper, I don't think it's very impressive, but just what their new captain has done with the team there is. There's Cash, who has control of the ball at the moment. Completely changed this Texas team. Very much responsible for getting his team to this point, but it's in right at the moment, and there is Smith. Staying in right. Of course, Texas in control of that first seed for a while before season slowed down towards the end. So then they ended up instead settling for the 3rd spot. Of course, Great Britain had a chance to take the number 2 spot against St. Louis in the final week, but then fell to that team. Went off the post for Smith. He's hanging on to it, getting more pressure on the ball, but it'll be cleared for the defense. So now in left. There's Blaze. Easy saves for Baker. Of course, Baker, top goaltender in the National Conference, in contrast with Dakota. Of course, very different teams, as I've mentioned so many times already in this game. It's only been 2 minutes. So far, no scores on the board. Texas known for putting up high numbers and allowing a high number of goals from the other team. This one's cleared over to the left. Blaze has control. Easy saves for Baker. Team getting more speed. That one off the post nearly went in. Baker is able to stop it as it's in center. Cleared back over to left. Blaze has it again, putting more shots on it. Baker's able to make the save. And now it's cleared over to right by the centers for Great Britain. Smith with control. Smith, and there we go. Good save, but it'll come right back over to them. Get more speed on the ball. Saves there for Dakota, and the defense has it now. Going back forth, they get it over to the left. And here's Blaze. That's control, and they score for that first goal of the game. Texas strikes first. As we're over halfway through, it's 1-0, and Texas with it to control the ball coming swiftly from the defense. And that is Blaze with his first of the night, able to slide one right by Baker. Being his fastest for sure, as this team is an intense amount of pressure on the goaltender. Sometimes when the ball comes in out of nowhere, it's just the result, and Baker will slide to make it 1-0. So now back in right, and well wide an attempt from Smith. He's able to hang on to the bigger center. Great Britain has control there, but now they can't get it. Now Texas steals from them, puts it over to the left, and they only get one shot for it. Back over center, and then cleared it and scored. And what a way to bounce back in. The centers put up one of their own. Great Britain will tie this one up. And it was just him trying to clear, but a big mistake for Dakota, and it's 1-1. Of course, predicting a very close game. It's hard to predict a matchup like this. Currently 1-1. 2 minutes remaining in the first. Staying in left, then cleared back over to left. That's with control and a save there, trying to put more pressure on, but Great Britain will break up that, and they'll send it over to center and then back over to right. So here's Swift. Smith with control. Hang on, and a good save for Dakota and a clear to center, but Great Britain will send it right back over to left. And that one's off the post, bounces all the way through, goes over to the left. And now Dakota putting tremendous pressure on Baker, but Baker holds up strong, staying there. But now we'll go back to center and to the left. Or right. And Smith has control. More speed on the ball. For a one-time shot. And that's a great save for Dakota, who's held up strong so far, but he lets that one go through just as I commented how well he was doing. And now Great Britain with their first lead of the night. Smith breaks through. The bank slightly off the post after he was putting tremendous pressure on Dakota. And the first one will go through for the offense for Great Britain. Now it's in center and it's stopped in the dead center, so Texas is likely to get control because Great Britain was the last team to score. So by roll, unless they can get it to move as they're banging on the sides trying to get it to, but the refs will just give it to Texas instead, and they get the clear to the left. Blaze putting pressure on. Team now losing for the first time today, and that one went off both posts, somehow stayed out, and now in center, Texas has control there, and that one will go in. A goal from the center for Texas, that is Dallas, with the goal 2-2, as Baker stopped the attempts from the offense, but not able to stop that one from center, as Texas ties this one up, and will play quickly after that goal. 30 seconds left in this Wild first. As is always expected against Texas, that was a good save for Dakota, but we still have control, putting more pressure on. That one misses wide. Still have it, putting speed on the ball, looking for a one-timer. Smith with control. Rapid shots all stopped by Dakota. So now staying in right, 10 seconds remaining in the first. Trying for a last-minute goal. Try and take their lead back. It's not going to happen for them, as that buzzer will hit 0. And the first will end. Wild finished no goals in the first half, but then that's number 4 goals, 2 from each side. Leads his first strike against making a goal from the center just seconds after that goal. And then Smith able to take the lead, that one off the post, and then from the center, that is Dallas with the goal to tie it up in the Wildcard round on CSPN.
Sorry, I didn't see you there. My name is Autumn O'Malley, the founder of Autumn Fitness, where we work to build you a fitness program that will help you become the healthiest version of yourself, no matter what place of life or what season of life you may find yourself in. Check the link below if you want more information.
The Race to Omega was presented by Autumn Fitness, personal trainer, no matter what season you may find yourself in. We're back in Texas, and it is a tie game after a Wild finish to the first. It is a 2-2. And Great Britain had a lead for a moment, but then Texas was able to steal it with a goal in the last minute of the game as the second's about to get underway, and here we are. It's stuck in the center again, about the 3rd time so far this game. Looks almost dead center, the two teams bang around to get control, but Texas will get it, much to the crowd's delight. And now that one goes to left, and immediately cleared by Texas, but then Great Britain sent it right back over the right. So here's Smith with control. Smith had an interesting half. Good shots, and he's putting pressure on early in the second. Dakota able to get the saves. But had a pretty good half considering who was going up against. Now that one nearly sent back through, trying to hang on. He's unable to, so Texas' offense hangs on, but they're unable to keep it as well. So the center's cleared. Back to right, off the post, bounce all the way over to the left, and there's Blaze. First right in for the second, and we're not going to get much of a look at this one. Immediately cleared back over to right, and into Great Britain's control. They take rapid shots, unable to pull it through as it goes back to center. So a fast start already to the second, especially for Great Britain, trying to put pressure on offense, unable to hang on, but they'll get it right back. Great Britain off to a very hot start, and it pays off for them, and they get a goal in the first minute of the second. And it is a 3-2 game. And what a rocket. And that would have been hard for Dakota to stop, especially with the amount of pressure, and he will let that one go through. And now, Great Britain will get their 1-goal lead back. And now they'll get a 2-goal lead for the first time of the night. And that is his second goal of the night. That is Edwards, I believe. Yes, it is. Second of the night. And 2-goal lead seconds after the goal from Swift. Look at that. Off the boards. And Dakota lets 2 go through in less than a minute. So now, all the momentum towards Great Britain, and their offense has control again. They haven't lost very many times, and whenever they have, it's been extremely close matchups. They gotta try and find a way to balance this game, but now the defense gets it clear, now it's in the left. There's Blaze. We only had 1 shot so far. That's the second shot on goal in the second. And we barely get a look, and Great Britain right back to work on offense. Smith with control. Smith takes a shot and it's denied. Williams has control at the moment. That is to the right of Smith. Now it's sent over to left. So now let's take a look at the offense. No, we won't be able to. Great Britain gets control yet again. And now it comes back. There's Blaze. To his right is Cassidy, and to his left is Ames, both with an amazing season. Of course, this offense making an amazing job, of course. Blaze with a goal, and then a goal from center for Texan at first. And now, trying to hang on. That was a good attempt. Saved by Dakota and getting more pressure on. But then cleared for their offense, and then sent right back. So, Great Britain able to hang on. Now it's just going back and forth between left and right. Currently in left, Blaze has control, putting tremendous pressure on. Baker holding up and gets the clear. What a sequence, but now it's will head right back over to left. And they are hanging on, getting speed on the ball, but it's cleared. And then comes right back to the left. So now Texas making a bit of a statement, just unable to put one through yet so far in the second. Putting more pressure on. Baker holding up as this one goes to center. No, it'll come back. And then cleared for the defense. And now Smith has it again. And a good save for Dakota as this one comes back. As the defensive clear back to the left. Can't hang on in center again. Texas trying to clear. Unable to. Is now a battle in center. And now it comes to right. And there's Smith. And then it's sent to center once more. And then get another clear. The captain that time will go to get it back over to right. Smith can't hang on. He has it again. Putting more pressure on. And to left. And Blaze has it. That one nearly went in, but it was just wide on a rocket. And now we're just back and forth once again. As this is an extremely fast-paced second so far. 2 goals so far, both from Great Britain in the early stages. Goaltender's holding up strongly right now, and a great save for Dakota again. Dakota really considerably having a good night, even though he allowed those two back-to-back early in the second. Set back, and what a way to get a goal. Not even a goal scored by the offense. It is Great Britain center. Put it through on their own net. We don't have a replay for that. You can see, if you go back, that it was Brown in the center spinning around rapidly, and Baker wasn't expecting the ball from his own teammate to come his way. And now Texas cuts in that lead. They drop it quickly after. It's a 1-goal advantage now, putting pressure on and trying to get their 2-goal lead back. 40 seconds left in the second, putting tremendous pressure on Dakota holding up, but the defense can't get the clear. Hang on to it, there is Lewis to the left of Baker. Wouldn't break through, but it's that defense this time. Great Britain's done it again. It's Campbell this time. And they have their 2-goal lead back with 30 seconds in the second. What has been a wild one so far. And they'll just stick back to going on rapid shots here on the offense. That went off the post. It goes back over center, and another goal accidentally sent back. This time it's from Edwards, who had 2 goals in this game, and now 3, but that's not the team that you want to give a goal to. Unbelievable mistakes from the centers for Great Britain, who are usually incredibly just consistent. But 2 goals from their centers for the opposite team, and the 1-goal lead is back with only 10 seconds left in the second. What a finish. And big mistakes for Great Britain. They still have the lead. 3 seconds, and as time runs out in a second. What a period that was.
Oh, sorry, I didn't see you there. I was too busy working out on this incredible plan by Autumn Fitness. Who am I? I am Crosby Lockery, a happy client of Autumn Fitness. Why do I love Autumn Fitness? Well, Autumn Fitness customizes your own personalized workout routine for every single day of the week. Whether you're experiencing chronic pain or need exercise, or have just been out of the loop for a while and look to get back in, Autumn Fitness is the perfect option for you, no matter what season you may find yourself in. Check the link in the description down below for more information.
What a night it's been in Texas as they host Great Britain. Great Britain currently with a 1-goal advantage, 5-4. 2 big mistakes from the centers right there. Brown and Edwards. Edwards has 2 goals for his own team and 1 for the opposite team, and then Brown accidentally knocking one back into his own net as well. And otherwise, Great Britain would be looking at a 3-goal lead, but instead it's only 1 as 5 minutes remain in this game. The third's underway, but the Staples over the line and a tie game now. Texas will get a goal and it's Blaze 5-5. What a fast start to get momentum in this third. It's been a wild game, and it's been even more wild because a really fast-paced start for Great Britain last time, and now a fast-paced start for Texas as they have tied it up 5-5. We always expect high score games here, and they seem to be producing another one here tonight. So now Great Britain looking for a fast start, and they got it. They only hang on to it for a few seconds, but they put some tremendous pressure on Dakota for it bounced off the post and went back to the left. So here it is now. Blaze will get a stop and then a clear for the defense. Smith with control. Put pressure on. And they'll get a goal. What a start to this third. A goal from each team. And it's 6-5 and their lead is back. And it's Smith who's able to get that goal. He's had a pretty good night. Just some great saves for Dakota. Dakota really has performed well at some parts and then just let some go through. They really should not have. It could cost them in this game if this happens to be their last game of the season. This team was not expected to get to this point, and now here they are against one of the best teams who hasn't had a great season. That's a good save right there for Dakota as Great Britain has control on offense. Smith with control, putting more pressure on a one-timer, but he can't hang on, even though that was a very good sequence for the offense, and they'll get it right back. There's Smith on a one-time attempt. Save for Dakota, staying there. Still has the ball. Going well wide, but they have control nearly. Slides in. That was Williams, and now that one nearly goes on attempt for the center. That almost was his third over there for Edwards. And now a good save there. That's loose to the left of Smith, and Smith gets another one. 7-5, and their 2-goal lead has come back. Lewis put pressure on, and before Dakota knew it, Smith had control and he had a goal. As he was just under so much pressure as he lets it go through, and Great Britain's 2-goal lead is back. And now 7-5, and Texas's season for the first time looks like it could come to an end unless they can put up 2 more goals. They have 3 minutes to do it, still plenty of time. And we'll see, is Great Britain just going to try and waste out time here on offense as they appear to be doing. Now the defense just needs to try and get control, hope for a slip-up from the offense. There might be one right there, they can't do it. And the offense will hang on to the ball and waste more time on the clock. The ball seems to be just out of reach for them, and now they got contact, but they give it right back over to the offense, and they finally get to center, but it's cleared right back over. And now it's sent back to left, but they can't hang on. Now in center. Now back to left, and then cleared over. And the offense has control, but they send it back over to left. Then they can only get one shot before it comes back over to center. Now they can't get the clear, but they get the score instead. 1-point game again. What a game it has been. Continuing to produce it now. It's 7-6. 2 minutes and 28 seconds on the clock in this game. And now Great Britain looking at a comfortable lead, and now all of a sudden they can't just be passing it back and forth anymore. They gotta, although that appears to be what they're doing, don't want to allow these slips. You gotta keep your mind in the game at all times. You can see it doesn't spend so much time in that one field. The goaltender kept expecting the balls to come in. That's what happened there. They're just trying to waste the clock. And then they'll give it to the defense by accident, and now they're fighting for it. It comes back over to right, but then the defense gets the center. Great Britain clears, and it's in right. But the defense might be able to reach it, but they can't as he messes back over. They get the clear to left. Texas trying to tie it up. Just under 2 minutes remaining in the game. Blaze with a good shot and a good save, putting pressure on Baker as it goes back to right, and the offense has it for Great Britain. Minute 30 remaining. Now it's in center. The clear, offense has it, as they will continue to kill off time, but they'll get a goal instead. Dakota was just expecting them to try and kill the clock, so was I, but they don't. And now a 2-goal lead with 1 minute and 23. What a play by Smith as he saw an opportunity, and he took it. And a 2-goal lead for Great Britain, 8-6. And now in prime position to move on to the divisional in Phoenix. Just over a minute left, and Texas, all they can do is watch as Great Britain wastes up the clock. They had an opportunity, but they couldn't take control. They were just unaware, but now they'll get the clear over to the left. They can't hang on. And now back to right, and Great Britain has it with less than a minute left, and a 2-goal lead. And now the defense in desperation for Texas, not getting the many opportunities. They had one right there, but they couldn't clear it. Swing on Frederick, they get the clear. It went off the post. Now the offense has for Texas. Lays up for a miracle, but instead it's another big mistake for Great Britain. This time it's from Clark on the defense, who was just trying to pass it, try and give his team an opportunity to clear, but instead, I've never seen this before, passes it back and it somehow banged off the post and went into his own net for the third time that Great Britain has scored on their own net. And now 1-goal game, 30 seconds left, but no, 2 goals again. Great Britain's gonna do it, almost certainly now, with a 2-goal lead with 20 seconds left. Biggest mistake of the night for Dakota, just off the drop. Just an attempt to clear for Great Britain, but instead it goes in. Whole team was unaware. They really should have just taken more time after their own goal. Huge frustration for this team. As you can see, Dakota very frustrated as he believes that he is let go, as it's 9-7. Extremely high score game. 22 seconds left. And the offense for Great Britain still has it. 15 seconds. Chance of Ole here, and Texas, as the Texas fans fan out. It's only Great Britain fans now, as they will see their team advance to the divisional round over Texas. Great Britain upsets Texas in this game. The 3rd seed will beat the 4th seed, and Great Britain will head to Phoenix, and Texas's dreams of somehow winning an Omega Bowl are over, and so is their season. Still an incredibly good season. No one was expecting Texas to make it to the playoffs and have that 3rd seed, but they were upset by the 4th seed tonight. Great Britain will go back to the divisional round as they were last year. This time they will be on the road, but a ton of positivity coming off this game against Texas. This is Crosby Lockery signing off from the Wildcard round on CSBN.